Coming up on the next episode of the Celsius Pod.
Kung Fu Panda 4! There is Ryan Gosling, played by me, because he is me. Wait, are you guys... Whatever.
It's broken. Cut.
And we ran out of battery! Welcome, guys!
No!
Transition! We ran out of battery, guys.
Begin! Alright, guys, episode 69 of the Celsius Podcast.
Wow, so in today's episode, we're going to be sucking each other's feet and toes, and it's going to be a great day.
Don't act... Okay, what should we start with? Because we gotta rush through this because we're all also filming 70 the same night.
I guess we have to talk about this weekend.
Let's talk about Oscars. Biggest thing in the room. Al Pacino choked the bag.
I'm gonna say, other than like a few small things, I would say this is like the first Oscars I've seen in a while that I've actually kind of liked.
This is the first Oscars that I've seen in a while.
I
This
think
is the first Oscar I've seen.
I think the no like wins were egregious. I could see every win for what won. There's no win I thought like, no, that shouldn't. But every win I felt was deserved. Mm-hmm. I quite like the presentations they did.
Except for Ken Knock. That probably should.
Yeah, they had really good performances. All the songs were good.
I'm Just Ken by Ryan Gosling crushed it. They had Slash.
The Fire Inside from the Cheetos Flaming Hot movie.
Kind of raw. If you have the children's choir, that means your song's kind of raw.
And I really like the way they did the supporting actors and actresses and direct actors and like actresses. Where like they brought the 5 past winners.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And then I really like that part. I think overall, other than like the weird Al Pacino thing, which was by the producer's faults.
Yep. Yeah. But him saying "My eyes see."
Yeah, that was really weird.
My eyes see Oppenheimer. Wow, good job, guys. It's me, Al Pacino.
Great highlights. John Cena naked. I love that.
That was great. John Mulaney. He should host the next Oscars.
He should.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was funny as hell.
The Trump review of Jimmy Kimmel.
That one was. It's so cringe that he read it out loud. But let's go into some of the specific category choices. Mm-hmm. Best animated feature.
Boy and the Heron.
Most people expected Spider-Verse. I wanted Spider-Verse, but I expected Boy and the Heron. Mm-hmm. But it's a very weird situation, you know? Because, like, The Boy and the Heron is also an amazing movie, and it's more of, like, what the Oscar considers a good movie.
It's the third 2D movie?
Third non-3D animated.
Yes, that.
And second 2D animated.
Yes.
Because the last one was Pinocchio, and that one was stop motion.
True.
Okay, what else?
Isn't everything 2D?
Best Actress. That one was the biggest upset of the night, I think.
It was.
Everyone thought Lily Gladstone for...
But I guessed Emma Stone, and I was right.
Yeah.
You didn't guess it because of any merit, because if you saw either movies. You just randomly picked Emma Stone since I know her.
Yes, and it worked. So, who's the real loser now?
He didn't even win, though.
Who's the real...
I won the ballot. Beck had a really unfortunate fuck-up. Like, once he lost Best Editing because he thought the holdovers ruined. Obviously, I picked Oppenheimer, I was right. Then he fumbled on and he fell down the hill where he's like, fuck it.
He kept doing gambits, in which he was like, actually, we're going to say that...
Paul Giamatti's going to win Best Actor over Cillian Murphy.
And he lost that gambit. He was almost tied with Uri, then he dropped to being tied with Uri, and then he dropped again, and then he dropped
I think,
again.
was he last place?
No, I was last place.
Oh. Okay,
Nicola
guys,
is threatening to
can
throw
you stop your fight?
Alright.
I'm gonna go with Nick.
No,
oh my god.
So I think
what happens every live episode, by the way.
So I don't think we need to talk about the Oscars anymore. I think that
overall pretty good Oscars, and I think Oscars they might have their groove again. So
yeah, and Nicola's standing in front of both of us.
But no slap. So I'm gonna fix it. No Oscar slap. So. Ow!
So
that was more like just punching me in the eye.
Okay, I can do the slap then.
No, I think do it against Uri.
No.
Wait, are you guys?
It's like Nicolas Cage.
Okay, so before Dune 2 on Saturday, we saw
It was not before.
But no,
it was
before the
after.
Oscars.
We spoiled it already.
Dune 2 we watched.
We all watched Dune 2.
And let me tell you something. Aiden gave the original Dune 2 stars.
Yes, because it looked good. It was filmed well. It had lighting well. But keep in mind, guys, a movie is for entertainment, and
It was an entertaining.
It was an
movie.
entertaining
I was
movie.
bored.
But you liked Dune 2.
I did like Dune 2. I gave it a 4.5 stars. It was a good movie.
Yeah, so let's talk about our favorite parts of Dune 2.
I think Gurney was really good in this movie.
Yeah, Gurney was a good
I
character.
liked how they just introduced nukes. That was very fun.
That was a good movie.
We watched them in D-box seats, so the seats kept shaking during the entire
That was very
thing,
fun.
and that made it very fun. Like when he was riding the worm, that was really cool.
He was doing the worm.
He was riding the
Or
worm.
he was doing the worm. I also like when the guy that's like glazing him the entire movie, he's like Lisan al Gaib, Lisan al Gaib.
Yeah.
He breathes and he's like Lisan al Gaib. As written. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so Dune 2, I feel like it's a really good sci-fi movie, I would say. It was a very good movie that like, explores kind of like ideas of like, like what it means to be like a messiah to a people.
Yeah.
And I feel like we really saw Paul's like messianic burden to be this kind of figure to this people. And I'm saying, ultimately, he more chose like kind of a darker path at the end by choosing to take more power, I would say.
Yeah, and the
But he
cinematography,
saw
the
the
visual
only way
effects were
forward.
all amazing.
The golden route, one might say.
One might say that.
One might say.
I didn't really care for Zendaya's character.
Really.
Yeah, she was not very interesting. She was kind of.
I know, I kind of enjoyed the relationship with,
But you needed someone to kind of counteract him and call him out on his
Yeah.
bullshit.
Okay, but how did they have sex in the desert? I thought they can't even cry for people. They barely even sweat. How is that pussy wet enough for them?
Oh
to
my
really have sex
Oh
with
my
her?
god.
That's a.
Real?
These
Okay,
are
you
the
guys
real
gotta stop
questions.
this shit.
You guys, the orb is too powerful.
Beck, just let him have it. He's like a child.
He'll become too powerful to stop. He's gone to the south. He sees a holy war in his name.
But no, I really like the movie. I give it 4.5 as well. I
agree.
really enjoyed Fade Routha, Austin Butler's character in the
Yeah,
movie.
I like when
I felt
he
he really got a good sense of.
All that black and white stuff was really cool.
Okay, so yeah, Dune 2. We all liked it.
And I think
So
no,
Aiden's
I
a
really
fucking bitch.
I really liked the way they did like the black and white planet. Like
Really good final battle.
Yeah, no, may thy knife chip and shatter. Very, very cool quotes. And
Silence.
yeah, no, I just like, and I'm really excited for the Dune 3, I would say. Because they're definitely going to make, like, to finish this kind of trilogy, now we got to actually see the Holy War in the third thing. And
Dune Messiah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be so
But,
fun.
like, sometimes we have to counteract the good with the bad. So what else do we see that weekend?
Kung Fu Panda 4!
Now, this is the first
the
Kung Fu.
Oriental riff?
Huh?
Is that the Oriental riff from I'm Turning Japanese, the song by the Vapors?
Now, this is the first Kung Fu Panda movie I watched, and unfortunately, this was not the one to watch.
that was not the
That
one
was
to
not
watch.
the one to watch.
Not the one to watch.
So, I can't really talk about this movie that much, but you
we
guys
cannot
can.
talk about
Okay,
this
so
movie
let's
that
talk
much.
about first the villain, because
The
Kung Fu
villain.
Panda movies are usually defined by their villains.
True, that's true.
So the chameleon, her motivation is, I was small, so they didn't let me practice kung fu. So I'm
but
gonna
we
steal-
forgot about Seth Rogen and the hot snake. So
You can-
Because the
Mantis
writers
and
forgot
Snake.
about them too. Because they could not hire the voice
They were
actors.
just stuff.
Actually, the writers and animators wanted to put them in the movie, but the executives said no, right until before the movie was released.
Yeah,
And they put them in
really,
the credits.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
they still forgot for the main villain to make their motivation work.
oh
in
yeah,
this
they
pre-established
did forget
universe.
about the main villain working in the context of the film.
Okay, but
She
yeah.
also the most evil thing she does before the last
Is
20
he
minutes.
pushes
pushes
the
that
guy
guy down the stairs. And I watched the first movie. The Furious 5 does that. I mean, well, it's not the Furious 5. What's the name of the red panda?
Shifu.
Shifu does that to Poe in the first movie.
Wow, he's
He
as
pushes
as
Poe
bad
down
as
the
the
stairs.
chameleon.
Yeah, but Poe is 13% of the population and eats 75% of the joy. So
Exactly.
he didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Okay. But then,
It's
so
actually 52%
the
of the
villain's
population
master
nowadays.
plan is to steal the kung fu of all the people from the spirit world.
Yes, so all
So
of
we
the
bring
characters
back,
we know and
you know,
love.
the iconic cast of villains. You know, we can pull from the entire series of 3 movies,
and
three separate villains,
and
and
three
2
TV
of them
shows.
won't even talk.
We also have 3 TV shows and none of them show up either.
Yep. Okay, but and let's do they do these villains justice?
Yep.
I say the voice actor they got for Tai Lung, I think they did him justice. Shen and Kai, they stand there at the end. They're like they fucking bow to Poe.
J.K. Simmons totally would have shown up.
Yeah, bro. If you've seen these movies, Shen, if he had the chance, would kill Poe and his entire family, and he does.
He does kill his entire family.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
the
I
entire
see
fucking
no
race, he commits
universe
genocide.
where Shen is like, you know what? This guy has my respect.
I get Tai Lung though.
Tai Lung,
I get him.
but Shen
understanding
and
respect.
Kai, that just does not work.
Yeah.
But Aquafina,
She
everyone
is
loves
the Dragon
Aquafina in
Warrior.
anything
See,
she's
they
in.
forgot the Furious Five and to write a good villain and Master Shifu, and they
And a good
forgot
supporting character.
and any
And
supporting
everything.
character and forgot about them and wrote Aquafina into the story instead. And she is a character in the movie,
She is.
and that's about all. we
She
need
has
to know
the
about
most
her.
I wouldn't call
predictable
her a
backstory
character,
ever
but
written.
She's in the movie.
Oh, she is a walking cardboard cutout.
Yeah, no,
She
she,
does
of
not really have a
Aquafina.
character.
she is like, guys, I was on the streets, and then some mysterious benefactor adopted me.
And it was the main
we
villain.
we never know. She doesn't say it, and we're like, okay.
No.
There's
no.
only 2 characters
in
in this movie. I wonder who it could be.
I thought
Could it be the main villain? I'm not sure.
I thought it was the armadillo
That's
Why would you think it's the armadillo?
because that's where she went.
Yeah, but it's very obviously gonna be the main
Could have been the
villain.
armadillo.
because they need a
Well,
twist.
True.
Twisty.
But basically, the plot of the movie is that Poe can't be the Dragon Warrior anymore, so he has to find a new one, and he can't find one. It's not Mr. Beast. It's not him.
Yeah, was Mr. Beast in this movie?
That wasn't.
Yeah,
he was in the training session.
Yeah, he was one of the 5 characters.
That was like auditioning to be the.
Yeah, he's the
Dragon
one that says
Warrior.
Skadoosh.
This has only
Really?
line?
It's
Yeah,
only
he's the
line.
Oh!
Wait, did you not see his TikTok?
No, I did not
He
see that.
FaceTimes Jack Black. He's like, "Hey Jack Black, I need to say skadoosh for the new Kung Fu Panda 4 movie. Instruct me on how to say skadoosh." And then Jack Black is like, my guy, you're fucking Mr. Beast, dude.
So true.
You are Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast!
I'll show it to you after. Or
Yeah.
Uri will play it on screen now.
How's it going? I need your help. In the Kung Fu Panda movie, my line is skadoosh, but I just don't know if I can skadoosh properly.
Oh, dude, of course. Give me a couple more skadooshes.
Okay, skadoosh.
It's not bad. Can you give me one where you really put the emphasis on the...
You are really good at this. All right, skadoosh.
We are so close, we've almost got it. Just let it rip
Let it rip.
as loud as you can go. As loud as you can go.
Skadoosh.
Bro, you got the part.
You're gonna put me in the movie?
You're in. You have passed the test.
You heard it here. Jack Black approves of me being in Kung Fu Panda 4. Go listen to my skadoosh and tell me how I did.
But Poe looks at them, he says, none of them are good. And then Aquafina shows up, and you're like, it's probably Aquafina.
No, he doesn't say none of them are good. He says, "Oh, I'll pick the next Dragon Warrior."
Oh.
It's me!
oh.
It's me! Of course it's me! Because, that makes him such a likable character.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so that's Kung Fu Panda 4!
Ricky
Oh,
Stanicky.
From my perspective, I just felt because since I haven't seen the others, this one was just a very flat kind of mediocre movie.
Worst of the 4 by far.
Yeah. So really,
We can only go up
Yeah.
from here.
I don't think there's
Yeah.
anything it does better than the other movies, except maybe animation quality, but it has
No.
worse art direction.
No, definitely not animation quality. I watched 1, it is just as good as 4.
I think the background.
The backgrounds are better.
Specifically the sky.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the sky, but it looks like a water painted background, just like
Yeah.
on the big
I would
screen, which
maybe
was
the
awesome.
background is better, but the animation quality is the same as 1. And 1 was like really good, especially for its time. It came out in 2008. It's
Yes.
really good animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 4 felt like 2 and 3, but they did it again. And worse, and they sprinkled it a
It felt more like 2 than it did. It felt like more like they were rehashing 2, but with a worse villain.
Yeah, and they sprinkled in
and no emotion.
They sprinkled in a little bit of Illumination charm to make it just not good.
I fucking tase you.
Okay, but like,
Ricky Stanicky!
Ricky Stanicky! I did not watch it.
He didn't watch it.
Guys, imagine if John Cena wrote music.
Imagine if he got butt-ass nude and then presented an Oscar.
That was kind of crazy. So Ricky Stanicky, an Amazon Prime movie that released a couple days
Aiden,
ago.
how about you give us the plot recap?
Yeah, so there's these 3 guys, and I don't remember any of their names. Wes is the black one.
Yeah.
He's the gay one also.
He's a stoner.
Yes, those are his 3 character traits. Is that he's black, likes weed, and it likes penis.
I'm not gonna say anything.
That's Nicola to a T.
Yeah. So there's these 3 guys. There's Zac Efron, JT, and Wes, and they get out of things by being like, "Oh man, our friend Ricky Stanicky, shut the fuck, don't touch my balls. Ricky Stanicky, he has cancer, so we gotta go help him. We gotta go help him out in cancer." And Ricky Stanicky, guys, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Ricky Stanicky's not a real guy.
What?
So then.
That's actually a shocker. Like,
And then they missed the birth of one
How
of
would
their
they
children.
name the movie after him if he's not a real
And then
person?
they missed the birth of one of their children. They're like, guys, we gotta get our shit together. Totally gonna find out. And they've invited Ricky Stanicky to the penis cutting ceremony.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
What is they Jewish?
One of them is.
Yeah.
So then they
Not the black dude.
then they're like, okay, fuck, what do we do? But there was this guy that they met. His name was Rock Hard Rod, and he's
Holy shit,
he's
that man's gay as hell.
he's like an impressionist actor guy.
And this is John Cena.
X-rated rock and roll impersonator.
Yes, X-rated rock and roll impersonator that makes songs about masturbating, and it's great. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
He does the best Owen Wilson impression I've ever heard.
Wow.
And then
What if
they're
it
like,
was just Owen Wilson dubbing over?
that'd be kind
That
of
probably got him, yeah.
But I also believe in John Cena's ability. But John Cena, they're like, okay, he's an actor. We can hire him up, and he can play Ricky Stanicky, and then he can leave forever. And so they give him the Bible of Ricky Stanicky so that they can.
Because they keep track of every time they've used the excuse
Which
and
is
what he was doing.
a lot. So they give it to him, and then he reads it all, and then he becomes Ricky Stanicky, and he shows up to this bris, and he fucks it up. He does it.
No,
Really
he's
good.
really good. Like,
He's like
really good.
He's on his shit like a lady's
He
asking
like
him. and,
mentally like gets transformed into Ricky
Yeah.
Stanicky.
Yeah,
for
literally.
The rest of his
Like,
life,
he
is now
studies-
forced.
Well,
to be
we'll
Ricky
get. We're
Stanicky.
getting.
get
he
there.
studies like the Bible, so he like stops drinking it, so he's like
Yeah.
sober
Okay.
for like 4
And
days.
so this is kind of like Wonder Woman 1984, where she rapes a random guy.
What?
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 You know how in
Um,
Wonder Woman 1984,
No.
her ex-boyfriend who is dead gets transposed into a random person's body.
No.
Yeah.
But
oh.
the person is still that person. But Diana just
No.
imagines it's her ex-boyfriend whose soul is inside this guy who has no idea he's unconscious right now, and then they have sex.
Okay, that's the problem. When we were in 1984, but that.
Thanks,
that-
Zack Snyder.
Thank you. That no.
But no, Ricky Stanicky.
Yeah, like
plays
a
the
lady
part.
asks him, like, what do you think about the mission statement you did in, like, Nairobi because you didn't volunteer there? It's like, at first he's like, you don't think he has it, but then he has it.
Because he studied,
Because he studied, and
he like thinks on the fly, like what would Ricky Stanicky
And then
say?
there's this really funny moment in the movie where, like, they think that a guy's about to find out because they know him. This guy knows Rock Hard Rod from before, so they're planning to.
Okay, I swear this was like, so when he's getting off the plane for the first time, they say, "Oh, these other people helped me out," and I thought, okay, this is gonna come back, and it's gonna be this actor guy. But no, they just never call back to it.
no, because he was hallucinating because he hadn't had a thing to drink in like 4 days.
Oh.
And so they think this guy knows Rock Hard Rod.
So they feed him
They-
ketamine.
They attempt to, but
K him, you know?
they K-hole him. They like throwing peanuts, and then
But then they give it to the rabbi.
the rabbi.
Yeah.
So then the rabbi can't circumcise the baby.
So he half
He
circumcised.
half circumcised the baby. He's like, whoa, and then he half circumcised
and
the
then
baby.
Rock Hard Rod comes through with a cigarette clipper guy.
Cigarette
Cigar
cutter.
cutter.
Yeah, and then he cuts the baby's dick off. And
No,
he's like,
he he circumcised the rest of the penis.
And it works, and it's great.
And everybody's like, you're the man, Rod.
Because he...
No,
You're the man,
Ricky.
Ricky. His name is Ricky.
Ricky.
So after this, Ricky now is...
Because he also... No, the boss of the main two guys is there.
Yeah.
And Ricky just goes up and is like, I fucking hate you, you're a rich scumbag who profits off poor people.
Keep this in mind. So then Ricky leaves, and they're like, guys, we did it. We have to kill Ricky Stanicky now. Like, in the lore Bible.
In the lore.
We gotta kill him. Now he's out of the way.
Man.
And then the next day rolls around, and Ricky now works with Zac Efron and...
At the boss's...
The boss that he insulted is like, I like your guts. I'm hiring you for $250K a year.
So then shenanigans ensue, emotions happen, and they all become friends.
Well, no. And then it comes out, well, that Rock Hard Rod legally changed his name to Ricky Stanicky.
Yeah, he literally becomes Ricky Stanicky.
So they basically brainwashed this guy into becoming...
No, he wants to.
He wants to.
Because Ricky Stanicky is a better person than he is.
Yeah, he's all like,
and he
Rock
decides-
Hard Rod sucks. I want to be Ricky Stanicky. But they're all like, they really want Rod to just leave, and like, but they just want him to leave. But he still wants to be Ricky Stanicky, and so it's
he gets a second chance, and he uses the best of it, and he becomes a really good person.
And then a really good person, and they all do good things.
Yeah.
Zac Efron's girlfriend eventually, because she's planning to do a Hero of the Week segment for her news, and she's going to do on Ricky Stanicky for the cigar cutter thing he did with the baby's circumcision. But then she finds out that it's actually Rock Hard Rod, and then she's all like, why are you lying to Zac Efron? Because they're dating. And he's like, I had an abusive childhood, which was kind of the weaker part of the movie. I didn't
The emotional part was definitely the weaker part. I think it should have stuck to being funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was insanely funny.
And but then eventually, and then Zac Efron's at like a conference, because like the company that the boss and him work for, they're planning to do a merger with another company, and the other company is all like, but then they're at this like big meeting with the two companies, and like Zac Efron's all like, I'm sorry, I lied to all of you guys. Ricky Stanicky does not exist. And then he leaves, but then there's a new segment, but he thought, what? There's no new segment. She figured out it's Rock Hard Rod, so my wife's not gonna make this new segment. But then there's a new segment about how these three men have helped Rock Hard Rod have a new life, and they're actually heroes. And then the other company really likes this, and they're all like, you know what? We will merge with you.
It felt like a very heartwarming ending that this guy could like.
And this was better than Dune too.
I liked it
well, that's at the end.
Yeah, I understand how he liked.
But then I would say Beck, what would you tell us about like the themes of this movie?
The themes of the movie are second. Did you read my Letterboxd review? You called me up for this. Second chances.
Yeah.
Is that what you left as your Letterboxd?
Yeah, I said it's a really funny movie that has a great theme about second chances.
Yeah, but what if it's a feel-good movie that makes you laugh out loud among some of its more crazy... its more crazy... Uri, what the fuck is this?
More crazy
feel-good movie that makes you laugh out loud among some of its more craziest.
Is Uri anonymous?
John Cena also excels as Ricky Stanicky next to Peacemaker. It's definitely one of his best roles. He definitely has the makings of a versatile actor.
But what's mine? Mine's like peak. I spent like 10 hours writing it.
So basically,
really
Uri
funny
is
comedy
anonymous
that also that is also a.
we're just writing really fast.
Really funny comedy that is also able to some great messages about second chances. Can you guys fucking write on?
No, we're just writing these really fast after we see the movie.
Okay, I wrote mine too. There is no reason for this movie to be as good as it is.
That's too short.
Better than Dune.
Okay, but overall review.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay, stop.
Ricky Stanicky.
Yeah.
I understand from the synopsis. It's a very enjoyable movie. But it is not cinema. Dune 2 is cinema, and that is what makes it a masterpiece. It is what makes it movie of the year.
Hear me out though.
Ricky Stanicky is not movie of the year.
Turn your fucking volume down.
No, do not play that video. Do not play that video. Do not play the video. It's still playing.
You're telling me that's not cinema, Nicola?
Wait, can I explain?
Not cinema.
Wait, can I explain, please? Can I defend myself? And so I rated both Dune 2 and Ricky Stanicky 4.5 stars. Okay. So, I agree that Dune 2 is a cinematic masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Not a masterpiece, but
That's
like
it as a masterpiece.
the one like below masterpiece.
No, it is a masterpiece.
It's really good.
It is a masterpiece.
It's really good.
Okay.
It is
But
literally
hear
a
me out.
masterpiece.
When I watch a movie, I look for it to be enjoyable.
And Dune 2 is enjoyable.
So I liked Ricky Stanicky.
He liked Ricky Stanicky more.
He likes it as much as
Think about it. It's kind of like
Okay.
Well, but also they're not really like comparable. One is a comedy, and then one is
like a
sci-fi.
and
One's
one
a
is a
hamburger,
fucking-
one's a steak. Like,
Exactly.
And you would want to have a fucking steak. A steak is the fucking Michelin star restaurant.
No,
I
Nicola,
would actually
think
rather
about it
a
like
burger
this.
than a steak. Steak's
Okay.
not-
Sometimes an
But you
in-n-out
go
burger
to a
is
burger
better than
joint,
a fancy meal.
A burger is like fast food. A steak is high-end cuisine. And when you want to think of something that's a pinnacle of food, you want a high-end cuisine. You
But
want
think
a
about how
steak.
good the burger is.
No,
Nicola.
shut up, Beck. Okay. Steak fucking sucks.
You hate steak?
Okay, that's a
Oh,
bit
that's
much.
okay.
That's
Steak-
a
okay.
crazy
Steak
take,
isn't
bro.
very
It all
good.
makes sense now.
I would
It all
much
makes sense
rather
now.
have a
All
burger.
It all
your
makes
film
sense
opinions
now.
are invalid because you don't like steak.
I like steak.
No, you said steak
You
sucks.
just said it
You just
sucks.
said steak sucks.
Yes, to prove a point.
What
See,
point?
Nicola, you just don't understand.
Clearly, because you don't know how fucking films work.
Yes, I do. You just don't know how my ratings work.
Yeah,
Nicola.
clearly.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Hey,
Fucking
different.
loser.
Whoa!
You
Different
should-
strokes for
You
different
should,
people.
you should fucking watch Dune 2 and then love
I
it.
did watch Dune 2, and I did like it a lot.
Yeah, but it's movie of the year.
It's not movie of the year.
It's movie of the century.
It's not that. That's definitely
That
not
is
true.
definitely
That's
not
a bit
true.
much.
That's a
No,
Okay.
Morbius came
Next
out in this
topic.
century.
Madam Web this
Next
year?
topic. Next topic.
Next topic.
What is movie of the century?
I watched John
Oppenheimer.
Mulaney's Baby J.
I don't think that's movie of the year.
I watched John Mulaney's Baby J.
The
and
Dark Knight. Case
I
closed.
watched John Mulaney's Baby J, and who knew that having a drug problem could be so funny?
I've seen a lot of clips from that.
Yeah, I see a lot of clips from
I
it too.
really
Yes.
want to beat the shit out of you.
It's very funny. He
Wait for
has
the
a
special.
drug problem, and he
But that
talks
shit
about
can on the first
rehab,
go.
and it's very funny. You guys should watch.
I actually want to get into watching stand-up comedy and start watching like John Mulaney. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm just
Mulaney's
gonna
a
watch
good
it
one.
all in like 1 minute clips on YouTube.
You guys should watch
Shorts.
Jeff Dunham. He's a ventriloquist comedian. So he's got my favorite character is Ahmed, the dead terrorist, and
That sounds funny just from listening.
yeah, perhaps Jose the jalapeno on a stick.
Yeah.
These are not racist.
It sounds pretty racist to me.
You're saying that someone makes it more racist.
These are not racist.
Ahmed is very racist, but he's very funny. So like it's okay.
Okay, can I get into what I watched?
I want to talk about this first, really.
Yeah, let's
What?
talk about Uri.
So, I saw an announcement online that they're filming The Bear season 3 and season 4 back to back, and they
see that.
they quietly renewing The Bear for season 4. And now that means I'm going to get my Bear fix even faster after season 3 is at.
I found out this before Uri, so I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He did send it in topics first.
I did.
And for some reason, I thought season 4 was the one airing in June, and I'm like, why are you sending that in topics?
But it's 2 seasons.
Okay, but guys, can I get into what I watched? Because I watched something very special.
Yeah.
Ricky
Have
Stanicky.
any of you guys heard of the film The Fall Guy?
I heard about it.
I love Fall Guys.
Steven
So-
Spielberg says it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
It comes out May 2nd.
Wait a minute! It's March 14th!
That's crazy.
Wait, what?
Today's the day that crabs fries! How could you have watched The Fall Guy?
So, do you guys know Stanford University?
I lived there for a long time.
Okay, so Stanford has like a deal with Universal Pictures where it's like, we will put movies, like basically as a part of their film club, they'll like have early screenings of movies made by Universal.
How do I join this? Can I join?
It's like you can anyone can go to it.
Oh.
I'll try to figure out how to do it later.
Yes, I would like to do this.
But they had one for The Fall Guy, and my friend was like, "Okay, let's go do it." So we show up there, and they literally give away like a free poster, a free T-shirt, a free water bottle.
Do you have a poster?
I can get the shirt.
Go get the poster.
Beck, before you get the shirt, can I have the Kung Fu Panda 4 shirt?
No.
Why? You said you weren't gonna wear it!
But it's still cool. Give me like one for that.
Okay.
First, we got this water bottle that says the Fall Guy on it.
It says Fall Guy.
No.
There's the Fall.
There's the and the F.
The Fall Guy. There's an Among
Us
in the A.
That's barely readable.
I know. And then also...
It's upside down.
Fail that.
The Fall Guy shirt.
It is a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah, it's crazy how you get into the movie, you get a free T-shirt, and you get a free water bottle.
So, what was this movie about?
Okay,
It's
so
about a guy falling.
there is Ryan Gosling, played by me, because he is me,
Totally,
you know?
man.
Okay, so
He's just
he
like me for
is a
real.
stunt man, and he gets an accident and he breaks his back. That's bad. But he was dating like one of the camera
But he
people.
also breaks his balls.
And that camera person's Emily Blunt?
Yeah, he's dating Emily Blunt, and he breaks his back, and he doesn't talk to Emily Blunt.
This movie is truly the Barbenheimer.
You like my sauce?
And then he doesn't talk to Emily Blunt for like another like 18 months.
Comment on that.
Okay, yeah.
He doesn't talk to her for another 18 months, and then he gets a call from a producer saying, "Hey, Emily Blunt specifically asked for you on this new movie that she's directing," which is like big because that's what she's always wanted to do. So he's like, "You know what? I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm
He's
gonna
a
be a
stunt coordinator.
He's the stunt man.
Oh, stunt man.
He's the man.
So
like
he's
Brendan
like-
Fraser in Looney Tunes Back in Action.
So he goes in and is like, "I'm gonna be
The very best.
I'm gonna be the
best
guy."
there's ever
And
Yeah.
one thing I'd like to say is this movie uses the song "I Was Made for Loving You." I swear, 4 times the regular version and twice uses the instrumental version of it. Like they use that song so much.
This is his letterbox review for the movie.
That
by
is
the
my
way.
letterbox review for the movie.
Like the Kiss song?
Yeah, the Kiss song.
I was made for loving you,
Like,
baby.
that's the one they play
You
over all the
were
title cards,
made-
and then
I
when
got
he's
my
going to the
playlist.
studio, it's playing the song.
So is it like an
Might say it's
action
like the
comedy
theme
movie
song
about
of
romance between the two?
Okay, yeah. Well, so it's normal that they're doing stunts, and then the lead actor is gone missing, and then they're telling like the stunt guy, "Hey, you got to go find him."
No.
So it's kind of like him trying to go find the missing guys because you need the lead
The
actor.
movie's
to finish the
unrealistic
movie.
because the stunt guy, Ryan Gosling, would actually be the main actor because he's hotter than the main actor.
Okay, but do you guys want me to tell you like the actual plot breakdown, getting into spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes to find the guy, and through a series of events, he finds a dead body.
No.
And then he's
The
like, "Oh no,
cartel
this is
is
really
gonna
bad.
work
Oh no,
here.
what's gonna
Walter
happen?"
White.
And they need to find that main actor guy's phone because there's some kind of big piece of evidence on it. Last time happens, they found the phone. The evidence is the main actor killed his last stunt man, and like if that gets out, the actor's gonna be ruined. So now,
Yeah, obviously he's gonna be ruined.
He's a
He committed
fucking murderer.
so now the main actor's like, "I need to get my phone back to save my career." So now he's hunting the Ryan Gosling stuntman, and his big plan is he has Ryan Gosling, he has the phone destroyed, and he's like, "What I'm going to do is take the footage of me murdering the guy and deep fake your face onto it,
No!
so it looks like you killed him."
No!
AI is the villain of this movie?
It is basically.
I think the guy that fucking murdered the guy is the villain of the movie.
Nah, I'm pretty
And then
sure
they're
it was
like,
definitely
"Oh no!" And then he fakes his death.
Of course.
And then in the third act, they're like filming the big final action of the movie, and Ryan Gosling, he has to get the main guy to confess to his crimes, and he's able to do that. And then the movie's saved.
Wow, what a movie.
But
Yeah.
did they fall in love? Ryan
They
Gosling?
did. There was a subplot of them falling back in love. You know,
Yeah.
that was probably the best part of the movie. My favorite scene is it's Ryan Gosling in a car, and it's playing Taylor Swift.
I drive.
And it's playing Taylor Swift over a sad montage of them together.
Is it love
And he
story?
starts crying. And then yeah, he's like, that was a good scene. I liked the rom-com aspect
Amazing.
more than the action aspects. But I still think it was a really good movie. I think this would go down as like the best like kind of action standard movie of the year, where it's like when you think of like what's an average
movie of the year.
No, I said like action movie. You know, like those like.
No, I think Dune 2 is action movie.
No,
of the year.
I'm not trying to say like.
Stop dick riding Dune 2.
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to say like.
Than Star Wars.
This is kind of like the Mission Impossible.
Dune
this
2
year,
was
you know?
the Twin Towers.
Or like the
of our
Bullet Train,
generation.
where it's like one of those like random fun action movies that are good.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll probably watch it when it comes out. It sounds really kind of interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
but how was the experience of watching it? Like the
Okay, so this one is at a theater I'd never been to before, and I went to a friend who's like, okay, let's get this 2-for-1 combo deal that was like 2 drinks and a popcorn, and that's the first time I've ever like gotten a drink at a movie, and it was like the largest like bottle I've ever seen. It was like one of those big fountain, like 32 ounces.
Never gotten a drink.
I never got a drink,
Like,
so I drank that entire thing.
I see the drink.
And I
What?
swear, for like the last like 2/3 of the movie, I had to go to the bathroom so badly, but I didn't want to miss any scenes.
You know, like
So I was just sitting there miserable.
That
during
was
most
me
of it.
during Cocaine Bear.
really you couldn't miss the cocaine.
No.
I loved Cocaine Bear.
I stepped out of my
That was the movie of the century.
But
That is
yeah,
actually in fact.
it was a good experience. Some of the audio
Everything
mixing
too is,
was weird, where it was like you couldn't really hear the audio.
Mm,
But that was probably just the theater, not really the movie.
yeah, but was it like a good kind of like filmmaking movie in a way?
Yeah, it was a good filmmaking movie. It was like a lot of good comedy. There were so many times when like the entire theater burst out laughing.
I love that when
Um,
that happens.
Yeah, so it's a really fun comedy rom-com. The
I
action
love when
is.
the entire theater goes. Bah!
I mean the the action isn't the best. Like I like more the comedy and the rom-com aspects.
Cool. Anything else anyone wants to say?
So Legend of Korra season
We're
1.
done.
No.
Nikolai, you want to
I
watch
do have
anything?
something.
Only Invincible, and that's it.
Alright, so you might have noticed that I've been playing with this ball a lot.
I've been playing.
Is it like
football
slime?
a
No,
lot.
it's not. No, it's not here.
Oh, it's one of these.
Yeah. So you may be wondering, where did I get such a thing? Now, it's no
Such
secret
contraption.
that I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure quite a bit.
Wait,
to
is
an
this
unhealthy degree.
these?
It's Joseph, yeah.
This is
It's Joseph. So there's this thing. It's called JoJo World. It's an anime thing. It's held by the.
I got a letterbox security notification.
And then he's opened Discord.
Let me read the.
You're on Discord.
No, because fucking Aiden sent a message from my account.
No, I didn't. You sent that.
Yeah, I
Read the
totally.
message. Read the message.
I said, "Hi, I'm Beck Lyons. Have you played Outer Wilds? It's so cool. So imagine a time loop."
That totally said that.
L.
When we were setting up, Aiden was like, "Can I run upstairs to go
Wow,
grab my
Beck, that
water
was so
bottle?"
cool.
What a blatant lie!
I did grab
You
my
lied
water bottle.
to
It's
me.
right here.
It was to sneak into my computer and send a
Okay,
message.
continue.
Yeah. So there's this thing called JoJo World, held by the anime, and I thought it would be like a thing, right? Like there would be people there, and it would be cool.
What?
Yeah, not cool.
Was anybody there?
There were people. Yeah.
Was the one woman that played
Megan
played-
Thee Stallion?
Megan Thee
No,
Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
So,
she went to the Japan one. And the Japan one actually had the standees of the characters that you can take pictures with.
Ah.
Mine was just a tarp on a wall. It was in a Japanese grocery store. It was in the gachapon room. There was more gachapon than there was actual JoJo stuff at this JoJo event. There were 3 games. There was a big gachapon. There was one where you touched the stone mask from part 1, and it would randomly play one of 2 videos. And then there was one where you would put a rectangle in front of Iggy from part 3, and it would play one of 2 videos.
I would say, Iggy, get out of here. We're still alive.
It didn't do that. So that was the whole thing. And it was very sad.
Because of how bad it
Was
was.
just like middle-aged men there?
No.
Who was there?
Well, there's me. There was another guy that had come in. There were a bunch of people doing the gachapon machines and weren't actually there for the event. There were 2 women there, so that's pretty cool.
Beck.
And they were they looked like they were having a great
This
time.
man's a loser.
But it was
So you
very.
just went by yourself?
I just went by myself. No one wanted to go with me. But
I wonder why.
I got this thing, so he's awesome. I got a plate. I got a poster.
This is the saddest day ever.
No, because then I went mini golfing and I had a great time there.
Cool, Aiden.
Yeah, that's my story.
Well, does anyone have anything else?
I can talk about something.
Oh, don't go to fucking YouTube.
Do you
we have to
wanna
finish
talk
the
about
episode.
I can talk about something. So I watched this documentary on Netflix.
Okay, we don't need to talk about.
And it's Beck, cross this off your bingo list.
It is.
The dark documentary. So are you guys familiar with the Gypsy Rose case?
No.
Kind of.
I know I know details.
So this is kind of like Gypsy Rose, but if the whole thing was kind of real. So
Wasn't it a real case?
No, the thing is, her mom. So the Gypsy Rose case, for everyone who doesn't know, essentially a mom was kind of kept her daughter inside and kept saying you have all these diseases, but she didn't have all these diseases.
They made a movie about that.
And then the mom and the Gypsy Rose hired her boyfriend to kill her mom. Hired somebody to kill her mom, and he her boyfriend went to jail. And she went to jail,
I
and
know
then she
that
got
one.
out.
So this one is like she actually does have all the diseases.
And she actually does have all the diseases. This girl, her name is Maya. The movie is called Take Care of Maya. Essentially, there's like this family and like.
But it was caused by the pills.
And so this daughter has like this disease called CRPS, which is called Complex Regional Pain Syndrome, and like they had to go to like Mexico because they do this treatment where it's like ketamine. It's like they do so much ketamine it puts you in an overdose.
They do a K-bomb.
They K-hole her into
K-hole.
They K-hole into an overdose essentially, and so
and then she comes out as the Lisa Nagaid.
No, she comes and she's fixed, she's better. But then 1 year later, during a hurricane, she relapses.
Yeah,
and then she goes to like a hospital, and the hospital's all like, "What? You cannot give your daughter this much ketamine." And like,
sir, this is too much ketamine.
this is literally illegal.
No, but the thing is, the doctors didn't understand her disease, and they medically abducted the woman, the family's daughter.
Yeah.
And like they said to the mom, "You cannot see her." And then like they did this whole court thing where they wouldn't allow the mom or the dad to see the daughter. They kept the daughter in the hospital. They wouldn't treat her because they think the mom is medically abusing the daughter. And it's like a really sad story where eventually the mom kills herself because she realizes the only way she could get treatment if she's not around. So the mom kills herself so her daughter could get the treatment.
I would have just killed the daughter.
Well,
so
okay.
let's leave it at that. I think.
Okay.
It's very sad.
This is a very sad note. So
let's say an even worse note. Hey, Beck, I noticed that you're dressed very well.
Thanks.
Take off your both jackets, please.
Beck, if only there was an award for being well dressed.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I got some bad news.
You got some bad news.
I found out I lost the competition for best.
No!
And what's even worse, guys, he got denied from Chapman.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
I was building my PC with Nicola, and then it was like, you have an admission.
Oh, you didn't tell me if you got accepted or not.
Yeah, I got denied.
Not even the first.
But you guys know I'm just gonna like make an insanely good show, and then they're gonna regret not. accepting
He's gonna
me.
give like a speech at the school, like, "I got rejected. You all fucking suck. I win."
Yeah.
They don't believe in you.
Yeah.
Again and again and again.
So you're getting these
But for the
L's.
best dressed
It's not
thing,
over.
it was a really because it's hard because I knew two of the other candidates.
And did they?
One of them won, one of them lost. So
Were they popular kids? The people who won.
yes.
Yep, that checks.
One of them was
Yeah,
a
but
fellow
were they best
member,
dressed?
and the other one was a guy I hadn't heard of in my entire life. So I have no idea how he won.
Yeah, but I think you were actually the best dressed.
Yeah, literally, it was robbed, bro.
He's robbed.
There's no way I win.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
There's only one thing that could happen is something tragic happens to one of the members.
Jesus Christ! You're gonna kill him, man?
You should.
No, something tragic's just gonna happen.
I'll give you a gun.
very
Nicola did bring a fully loaded firearm for the next special, so watch out for that.
We're doing Celsius Russian roulette.
Yeah.
So
But guys, keep in mind.
you gotta give a rec.
Give a rec.
Ricky Stanicky.
I recommend
Dune 2! Movie of the century! Movie of the year! Fucking peak cinema! Watch it.
Bro, Nicola really likes this movie.
You guys should watch
Dune 2.
Ricky Stanicky!
Dune
Watch
2.
the Fall Guy when it comes
Watch
out.
Dune 2.
You
Always use Celsius and
should
thanks
use Celsius.
for
Thanks for
listening.
watching.
Oh wait, what's the temperature?
Oh yes, we almost forgot the temperature.
Guys, we have never.
Find out in episode 70, losers!